Zelnaga Caverns, bottom left.
anypro Prime.
anypro Prime. Over here at the top right.
Hansin.
Hansin.
Get a shot of our studio. As you can see, we have 4 booths here. We actually make players rotate in and out of the booths.
And it looks like we have Tasteless Cam back on.
Okay, now I'm observing again, and we have my game sound. Okay.
Hope that my observing wasn't too painful for you all.
Right. No. It was actually quite good, I thought.
Oh, thank you.
I liked it, Artosis.
Thanks, Tasteless.
All
I
right.
tried my best.
Hopefully, we apologize for the technical difficulties that have occurred for some reason right at the start of this, but I will inform them of everything that's happened and make sure this does not happen again. Here we go right now. Probes continuing to mine here. We don't have any early proxy strategies yet. And I'm really curious to see if our Terran player is going to go for the same strategy 3 times in a row.
If he goes for it again, I'm going to have to start questioning, how deep is this player? Because last game we saw that anypro, was like, no.
Well, it was just denied so easily.
It's just like that, Tasteless.
I think it was the wrong map to do it on, too, to be honest. Blistering Sands, I don't think it's a map for that strategy. Scrap Station is.
A much wider ramp. I felt like the Reaper usage was a lot better there. Last game, the Reaper usage, not that great 9.
As you can see, both guys just continuing to play. When you're a good Protoss player, you got to have your charges stored up perfectly. In fact, a good Protoss player doesn't always have his charges as low as possible. He knows when to save them up.
Yeah.
And explode with charges at key moments in the game to get ahead.
That's right. A lot of build orders in the future are going to be based around charging out certain units, getting them out in time for whatever it is you want to do. Look at this. If we look up at the Terran base real quick, Probe's in there, throws on that second barracks, and don't even tell me that's a reactor. Don't even tell me that's
It is. Dun dun dun. It's a reactor.
Well, looks like he's showing anypro the exact same build as the last games. Now, will he end up doing the exact same build? I have this funny, sneaking suspicion that he's going to.
Yeah, I mean, it might work better on this map, but yeah, I mean, it's basically one of these timing rushes. Will Protoss open the same way, though? That's another big question. Will we get a Robo Bay in here?
It worked out last game for him, but I would almost like to see something different. He is almost
just kind of
not completely certain about that, but I'm pretty certain. And
he supply blocked himself. Actually,
he actually really messed up. It looks like I think he told the depot to build, and then something was in the way or something, and the SU just went home. So actually, now he's doing the same rush build, missed a depot, and that's going to change all of the timings.
He can't even really do this rush.
Yeah, he switches it up. He makes that factory right now.
Yeah, he's still going to get that Reaper, but that's too bad. I mean, you don't normally see a player like that get supply blocked.
Yeah, do it 3 times in a row, and the 3rd time you mess up, it's like, well, no, it's supposed to be the 1st or 2nd time you mess up.
Yeah.
But he messes it up and switches strategies, so we see that he is not as one-dimensional as we had feared.
And meanwhile, our Protoss player going for the robotics facility, continuing to charge out warp gates.
And you gotta wonder, is this purely Hansin be like, oh no, I messed up my rush, I'm switching builds, or is it something else, Tasteless? Did he plan this from the start? I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, both the Stalker and the Reaper can see each other, and he's got to be careful because the Stalker can actually take a Reaper out pretty easily. Oh no!
Wow.
You could jump over almost anything except for that, apparently.
The glowy worms, man.
The glowy worms right here got in his way.
Taking 2 hits on that Reaper, that cannot be fun.
Well, looks like it's going to get intercepted over here, too.
Yeah. And he goes like, LOL, I knew where you were going.
Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Run!
Get out of there!
And if he doesn't even get to scout this Reaper, that's actually kind of a big blow. It costs quite a bit for a Reaper. 50 and 50, rather.
Yeah, it's expensive. And it's just a wasted unit. All right, we have more Marines coming out here. And he's going to get a Viking right away. This is interesting.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the Viking, but okay. He's going to be able to at least scout with it. Maybe use it to kill an observer. It's definitely a possibility.
He's going to get a bunker in his main, too. That's very interesting as well.
As well as a missile turret? What?
He's turtling hard. He's not banking on getting an expansion anytime soon here. If he does, it doesn't make any sense.
An interesting build to be opening up with a bunker and a missile turret before you even make a command center.
Yeah.
I think he definitely wants to kill this first observer. And I think he may. Taste is going to run it into a turret.
Uh-oh! Bam! He gets it.
And suddenly that Viking looks genius.
And now the Reaper is going to get inside the Protoss' base. And finally, I don't know if he's going to get a kill here because of the Stalker, but at least he will get some scouting over here.
Yep.
Nope.
Sees a few pylons and a warp gate. Things I think he expected to see anyways. Already sold off that bunker with the salvage ability. Still has the missile turret. Very interesting that he knew exactly where to put that missile turret to stop the observer from coming in. He didn't have to use a scan or anything.
He doesn't have anything, really.
It looks so genius right now. I really do wonder how much of that was, perfectly planned out.
Yeah, it's weird.
It almost seems too good.
Well, it's just so odd. I mean, I suppose it does make sense that an observer would move through this area, check for an expansion, and then go to the right. So we see people moving out on both sides here. Terrans. And a drop coming in over here.
Looks like there are stalkers there. So he's going to be ready for this drop. Dropping on the edge of the base. I like it. Going to be able to stim and run in and do some damage. And in fact, that army definitely beats 4 stalkers.
He's going to have to run out. Picks them up and then leaves.
No stim quite yet.
And wow, actually chases him out pretty well. Almost takes out the Viking. We see he's going to regroup over here. He might attack the front, but there's a lot of sentries here that could force field the hell out of that.
I feel like anypro's in a really good position right now.
Yeah,
he's got that Nexus up. He's got a really decent army, actually.
And actually, our Protoss player is basically ready to engage. He's turned Guardian Shield on. Added another drop over here.
Faking him out. Left, right, no, right.
A little bit of footsie action here. And he's got to back off once again. Oh! Nice! May the force be with you. And he's going to clean up a few of those remaining units. Remember, Terran does not have an expansion.
A lot of force fields there, but I do like Taso. So he kills a lot of the army of Terran. And Terran, just now by the minimap, looking like he's going to float that command center over. And in the meantime, on the production tab, we do see that the robotics support bay is going to be made.
Well, with the robotics bay out, he is going to be able to get some Colossi. We have that right over here.
And also, the Ghost Academy being made. Pretty interesting. We haven't seen a lot of Ghosts in this matchup yet. We've seen a lot of TVPs, but not a lot of Ghosts.
Now, I'm curious about his Ghost usage. I guess he's going to go for EMP. That's the most standard thing. But I'm curious to see how effective it's going to be against, an army that is basically anti-bio. He's got lots of force field. He's going to be able to protect pretty well. Okay, he should not engage here. He should not engage here. Ah! Oh my God. Barely gets out of it. Meanwhile, we have Terran units coming over to the side. And
that Viking's going to be going down. I'm not sure why he was flying around the Viking that whole time.
Yeah, I don't know either. And now he's going to scout with one Marauder. And you shouldn't have to run from that Protoss. Actually, he comes over here. He's trying to just sneak over here at different angles. Drops again over here, too.
Oh, and targeting the dropships. That is a very nice move. Not going to let him keep harassing him with these units. And it looks like he may be able to just clean this up with what he had there. I really like that defense. anypro with very, very good defense so far. Vikings being started for Hansin to deal with these Colossus he sees are popping out.
He does have the reactor over here. He is getting drop ships along with Vikings, though, like we saw in the previous game. He might want to stay pure Viking.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary dealing with these Colossus if you don't have a big mass. And look at this. What a... Oh, that is not a good move. He does not want to do that. But will this dropship go down?
Oh, no,
this could be absolutely huge. Stalker's very, very fast. Gonna take down this dropship.
Oh, my God. This guy's like, wait for me.
And the dropship just barely living. Wow, that was so close.
That was so close.
anypro cannot be happy with that.
This Marine is AWOL, actually just up here hanging out.
Taking his own vacation from there.
I know. And we do have one Ghost right here in the mix. Command center on the way.
And you know, it's interesting. He just keeps making a lot of drop ships. I feel like his Viking count is not going to be high enough once anypro gets, 3-4 Colossuses with range. It's going to be extremely, extremely hard to take those out with just a handful of Vikings.
Right now, Protoss just continuing to move out around the map. Terran is salvaging the bunkers. We only have, 3 Vikings total so far. And Protoss is feeling pretty confident. It looks like he might expand here to the gold location. He is warping pylons in here. And one just finished over here.
And, I really do like the way that we see anypro playing. If we take a look at the production tab, he's getting his critical upgrades. His thermal lance just finished for the Colossus, making longer range. Getting those Zealot legs, because he has so many Zealots. And it looks like we may be seeing an engagement here momentarily.
Protoss backs up. And I don't know, actually, if Protoss had enough Stalkers before. It looks like he's got enough now. But I think he suddenly realized, wait a minute, I don't have anything to engage those Vikings. And that's going to make my Colossus useless. He needs to get more Vikings. And right now, he's actually not producing any. Oh. Now we have some more on the way.
That's right. Getting a much more decent Viking swarm here. But the Stalker's coming up, trying to intercept.
Protoss regrouping.
Oh my.
Terran's got to be careful. Protoss with a Guardian Shield. Nice coming in from the side. EMP also.
Beautiful flank with those Vikings. And it looks like if he can take out all of the Colossus, he's going to be in great shape. But no, it looks like his Vikings falling down. 2 Colossus left over. And just kiting with what he has left, which isn't a whole lot, Tasteless.
I think he can actually chase him all the way back home at this point in time. Here's, of course, the advantage of the Colossus. He can climb over. Nice, again, over here. Taking out a ton of these Terran units, which are now on the run. Terran up against the ropes right now. It's going to go back to his base. And it looks like Protoss is going to move in for the finishing kill. Terran scans and just going to see how badly he's losing this right now.
anypro just manhandling. Looks like he's going to try to take out some Colossus. Will he get it? No.
GG.
That is all she wrote about next Hansin.
That's it.
anypro really coming back. I got scared after that first match. I'm like, wow, is this another great Protoss player that is going to be knocked out?
Yeah.
But nope. anypro's like, sup,
nope.
Get out of here.
anypro handled himself very well. anypro, another member of the Team Prime. He is going to manage, I think, to get pretty far in this. I got to say, though, I did like our Terrence rush in game number 1.
Yeah. And
that was cool.
He tried it in games 2 and 3. Didn't work out as well, though. You can't just always use the same strategy. People catch on to it, especially at these high levels that we're seeing here.
Terran has so many options. I mean, why would you do the same thing over and over again? There's so many things a Terran player can do to a Protoss that there's just no need to stick with one build.
Especially when it's a rush. If it's a more laid-back economy reactive play, makes a lot more sense to keep doing it over and over. But when it's a rush build, he's going to see that. He's going to recognize and be like, okay, I understand what you're doing here. I understand what you're capable of. I know what you're going to try to do, and I'm just going to throw a wrench in your plans and own you. And that's kind of what anypro ended up doing there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we hope you guys submitted some questions because we're going to have Artosis interviewing him in just a minute here. And our next match is going to be David versus Next Genius. So another Next player. We already had one bite the dust here at GOM. He died.
Next Genius, though, definitely the best player in Next.
Yes.
So good Protoss. He's easy, second to none. We'll be right back.
We'll be back, guys. Sorry again for those technical difficulties.